So starting off with a winners finals, Kaiko, fresh off his previous win over Enigma, is going up to face VannyStar, the Charizard player that defeated Brian Senpai and sent him to losers bracket, and multi-time champion of the Singapore Pokken Weekly. Oh, that's the wrong site. I'm sorry. Alright, here we go. So this is an interesting matchup. It's Charizard and Empoleon. Both characters that aren't exactly on the top of the list when you see people talking about the strongest characters. But these two are character specialists and they know their characters in and out. So we're gonna see some interesting matchup knowledge coming into play here. Kaiko, so far, trying to keep a little of a distance, gets the Aqua Jet in, and before we even knew it, has already taken the first round. Empoleon's damage is extremely scary once he gets going. But we're gonna see, in this matchup, Kaiko is probably gonna be doing quite a bit of zoning, because he doesn't want, oh wow, Celebi? Interesting choice. Celebi forces a phase shift, regardless, but Vanny catching Kaiko out of his slide-in. Empoleon is good at mainly two ranges, close range and long distance. At long distance he's got good zoning, and at close range he wants to Aqua Jet in. And the Aqua Jet move you see him use, that right there are 3 levels to it, depending on the distance that you do it from. And the higher the level, the more hits and the more damage it'll do. But in burst mode, Empoleon's Aqua Jet is always level 3. And you can see Kaiko using the most of it there, abusing the fact that even the close range version of Aqua Jet's going to be the level 3 variant, and dealing a ton of damage, using his momentum, running over VannyStar like a truck, and before we knew it, already taken the first game. But still, VannyStar is a Charizard specialist, so don't count her out. She's probably going to have some responses to this playstyle very soon. Empoleon's going to have to play quite mindful of all of Charizard's options, because this is a matchup where both these characters can blow each other up really quickly. He's gonna have to watch out for that. But already Kaiko putting out some projectiles to try and stop the approach from Charizard. But a little fire punch to put her into airborne state to go over the waves, and then flare blitzing her way in. She gets a little fancy Oki with the flight stance, charge, dive kick, and this is not where Kaiko wants to be. He does not want to be that close. He doesn't have the best defensive options, and he definitely lacks good anti-airs. And even with seeing the homing, he loses on the second hit of it. Unfortunate. So Vanny answering back with a near perfect of her own. What will you do now? Immediately going for the face shift with the projectiles, and now you can see Kaiko staying at full screen, chucking the projectiles out, playing patiently. He knows he can't afford to make any bad moves, because if he makes a single bad move, Vanny's going to press her advantage and mow her way in. But unfortunately, you can't stay at full screen forever. And Kaiko decided to take the chance to move in. Vanny manages to capitalize off of it, and now getting a decent chunk of damage in. And now Vanny Kaiko answering back. Trying to play a little bit of mid-range game. It's not really where he wants to be. Vanny ready for the Aqua Jet, immediately jumping over. This level 1 Aqua Jet, it's not going to be too bad. But now, Kaiko staying back a little bit, going for zoning. Just playing the patient game. Trying to smack Vanny out of the air with their projectile. Drill Pack, just barely avoided. Managed to tech the grab, this is going to be good. Kaiko's in an advantageous position right now. He's looking up for the time, but unfortunately this is going to launch into the air, and the Rotom's going to let Vanny confirm into this, and she just goes for raw damage because the time is running out. Kaiko decides to burst to get a little bit of gray life back because the time is very close to running out. Now Vanny pops her own burst, and now Vanny's in the life lead. There's only 5 seconds left, and it's going to be really dangerous. Vanny is playing the timer game. She's just stalling out, and Kaiko unable to hit her. Unfortunately, Empoleon lacking the necessary tools to really snipe her out of the air. So Vanny playing the clock up around herself. So now we're at a game apiece, moving into round 3. We've seen Kaiko run his momentum-based playstyle and totally take up VannyStar. And we see VannyStar answering back by playing patient, playing safe, and even going for the clock. Succeeds to players feeling each other's out, recognizing what they're trying to go for, and adapting to it. And now we're going into a game tree because of that. Flamethrowers in. Just goes in for the grab, but when in that close range, Kaiko tried to go in for the second grab, and he's gonna pay for it now. He's in an awkward position. He doesn't want to be here. He tries to back off by jumping, and unfortunately Vanny's gonna capitalize off of it, pushing him into the corner, and all these flare blitzes are adding up to a ton of damage right now. Kaiko, nothing to a good answer. He's backing off to play the zoning game again. Tries to aqua jets in. Alright. Confirms off the projectiles. Now he's going back to playing a bit of a zoning game, but he moves in. Tried to drill pack, but Vanny ready for it. Alright. Drill pack going to catch out of the air. There's going to be a big chunk of damage. Kaiko playing it safe. He's starting to back off. He's just waiting for something now. Waiting for a reaction out of VannyStar. He knows he doesn't want to just blindly aqua jet in because it's going to be pretty dangerous. Kaiko calls Mew and gets an attack buff off of it. And he's playing very patient. But now Vanny has the life lead, and Kaiko not doing so good. His shield was turning awfully red at that point. And now there's going to be even more chip damage. That shield is about to break, but he catches with an ice beam. Oh, unfortunately that's going to take it. Vanny with the Rotom on hand. Kaiko going with an air approach, getting caught out of the air. And we're at 1 health, it doesn't matter how much Rotom prorates the combo. Interesting call with Celebi though. And now Kaiko, standing up full screen, doing more zoning, waiting for Vanny to make a mistake, like that. Trying to knock her out of any approaches that she's trying to do. Tries to aqua jet in on reaction to a button. Unfortunately it wasn't the right button to beat it. Oh, the boot. And Fire Punch. Alright. Kaiko escapes with another Roki, but Vanny ready to chase that time. Now Kaiko's in the corner again. He doesn't want to be here. He activates Burst. He's going to try and fight his way out. But he's going to have to be mindful of Rotom. He's doing a ton of damage, shield damage with all that stuff, but Vanny landing one of the combo starters. Tries to Aqua Jet over. But Vanny playing a lot in the air right now to avoid the Aqua Jets. But catches a Drill Peck again. This is going to be a decent chunk of damage. Goes to the Rock Smash. And just does another Drill Peck. Sometimes you just gotta press that button, because that button does a ton of damage. Now they're just feeling each other out again in field phase. Oh, Kaiko going in for the aggressive plays. And catches with level 3 Aqua Jet. This is gonna be a decent chunk of damage with the defense down. And Vanny not respecting the Yoki that time. This is gonna be so much damage. Round's barely started and she's already down to Rage. But here comes Burst Charizard in Rage. You're gonna have to watch out for it. Oh no, Seismic Toss. Watch that health bar evaporate. Vanny goes for another reset. Just pressuring on the shield. And this is gonna be a shield break very soon if he's not careful. But is this enough? Is this enough? He's stalling out the burst timer and it's enough! Now off of the back of just one single solitary counter attack right off the end. Huge risk to take against an opponent in burst. Huge risk, but it paid off in dividends. He managed to steal that game away. Now we're going into a game 4. This is the Winners Finals. You are now watching Singapore Pokken Weekly 76 Winners Finals. VannyStar playing the Charizard versus Kaiko playing the Empoleon. The clash of two character specialists. We're heading into Game 4 now. Kaiko up 2 games. He just needs to win 1 more to advance to Grands. Vanny has to win 2 more if she wants to advance to Grands. Catches Kaiko out with the Flamethrower. But level 3 Aqua Jet going right in. Going for Rock Smash for the defense down. Catches her out of the air. Kaiko playing a little bit of zoning game. Vanny ready for it. Going to the soaring stance just to flying stance in order to avoid the Ice Beam, which is a low. You can jump over it. Oh, and Kaiko answering correctly this time. Countering both the 8Y and the dive kick. And Kaiko playing a little bit aggressive, going right in and trying to catch jump with dive with the drill pack and successfully gets it. Another one. This Oki is working out for Kaiko so far. He's backing off now. He doesn't need to approach. He knows he doesn't need to. Just little hop forward to get rid of it. A lot of characters can get rid of Rotom preemptively without actually taking the debuff for the damage. But Raw Seismic Toss, this could be very quick. Oh no, that just is straight up death. 2 Seismic Tosses. Vanny went for the risky option there and it paid off in dividends. Absolutely stealing that round. I'd like to report a robbery. A little bit too far for that confirm to work, but getting more shield pressure. The anti-air flamethrower. The Kaiko either chooses not to or accidentally doesn't manage to get the shift off of it. He loses the field phase. He's in the corner, he's gonna have to be careful. He does have burst on deck if he wants to get out, but he gets caught with a dive kick, with a bad rock smash, and he's gonna be taking all this damage off of this Rotom combo into another reset. This is gonna be half his life. He's bursting because he doesn't want to take any more of this. That final reset would have been really dangerous. And now he's got a chance to make things steal back some of his momentum. Drill Pack's gonna catch. It's gonna be a decent amount of damage. And now he's going in for the close range. Vanny answering back of her own burst, pushing back. Drill Pack's gonna catch again. Kaiko pressing the Drill Pack button. Level 3 Aqua Jet. Another Drill Pack. Alright, this round's going really well for Kaiko so far. Oh, his Drill Packs are on point, catching Vanny every time she goes into the flying stance. Again and again and again and again. Set point to Kaiko. All he needs to do is win 1 more game. Level 1 Aqua Jet. Gets caught out of Rock Smash. Rotom is going to let Vanny get the confirm into the phase shift. And charges it. Kaiko opting to take the damage instead of the shield break so that he could preserve his meter. Which might be the right call. He needs that meter in order to escape corner situations, because he doesn't have a lot of good defensive options otherwise. Kaiko playing aggressive, moving in evoking momentum, counter, piercing. Look at all this damage coming in right now into the surf. And now Kaiko backing off a little bit to try and play the zoning game. He's got the life lead, he knows he doesn't need to approach, but unfortunately, gets caught by a fireball. Too far for the fire punch to confirm though. Vanny activating burst, sitting on a lot of gray life right now. He's going in for another homing, and Kaiko just didn't block. Trying to hold on to his meter all the way to the last second. What are you saving that meter for? Game 5? Meter doesn't carry between games. And with that, we're going to the final round. So the thing with that little setup that Vanny does, see, she charges the final hit of homing, which means because of the way that you get stunned, either you're just gonna have to block it, which means you're gonna get the shield break, and that means some of your synergy will be gone, or you're just gonna have to take the damage, and you gotta make a choice at that point. And Kaiko, for some reason, decided to make the choice to die instead of saving his meter. And because of that, we're going into Game 5. He probably regretted that decision. Well, let's see if we can bring it back anyway. Vanny catching the homing, but tries to go in for another grab reset. Didn't work out for her that time. Kaiko slowly walking back. Oh, whiff punish! Aqua Jet! With a grab. If you totally whiff Aqua Jet, of course, no one can save you at that point. Flamethrower's gonna catch. This is the corner. This is not where Kaiko wants to be. His meter is slowly ticking up. He might be able to get his burst. And good answers. Anti-airing, pushing Vanny all the way to the other side of the corner. The other corner of the stage. Drill Pack whiffing that time. Too high up in the air. This is gonna hurt. Vanny bursting, trying to carry the momentum. Calls Mew, is able to block in time that was extremely risky. But Kaiko getting his own burst. Mew gives a little bit of synergy meter. Level 3 Aqua Jet. Oki situation. And catches out of the air. Rock Smash. The chip damage is all coming. And that's gonna grab. It's gonna Throat Crush for the last chunk of damage. Match point to Kaiko. Oh. Alright, Kaiko's playing the zoning game again. Making it difficult. Oh, catches the Flare Blitz. Alright, we're gonna be up close now, and Kaiko's gonna be going in for the Aqua Jet. Catches the jump. Back to zoning. This is how Kaiko has to play the matchup. He has to play extremely safe. Catches the Flare Blitz. Oh, and all the damage is coming in for the zoning. Kaiko is zoning, doing tons of work. Vanny's sitting a long gray life, and she doesn't have any real way to recover it right now. This is gonna be bad. She needs to win this phase. And she does. She's got a little bit more of a chance now. She's got a health back. But Kaiko, ready with the anti-air. Just needs to win one more interaction now. And that's going to be it. Kaiko is advancing to Grand Finals. Kaiko just showing a masterclass of how to deal with Charizard at the end there. Even though it's a tricky matchup, hang back, play patient, play the zoning game, go in when you need to, and that's all she wrote.